I want to use rice as the building blocks for not only the fish, but the vegetables and the herbs. I want to bring the flavours alive with some of this oyster sauce. I'm going to be cooking potatoes into the rice. So kind of some mad little ideas, but I'm going with new potatoes, which are peeled and diced, and they're going to go in while I'm just putting the rice in. So the rice and potatoes are going to take about 25 minutes to cook. Adding the white wine, and I've got some vegetable stock, and what I wanted to do was keep the prawns with their heads on. These are fresh tiger prawns. Pull the heads off, and they're going to drop into the stock as well. So we've got a vegetable stock which becomes a fish stock. We're going to start cooking this risotto base, and I'm cutting the onion and the celery more or less the same size as the rice. Celery, rice. And you need them more or less the same size because you want the vegetables to actually disappear. It's a medium process. You can see I'm not frying it heavily. It's not too quick. And, you know, the butter and oil are just softening these vegetables. If you're making a seafood risotto, you need to keep it quite wet. You're not looking for something that's going to stand up on the plate. You want it almost to be sitting flat on the plate. Look at the rice pieces already. Can you see they're beginning to go translucent? They're starting, you see that piece in there? The white is slowly starting to go opaque. And you do not add any liquid until all of the rice in here is practically opaque, which means that it's absorbed all of the heat. And therefore, when you add your liquid, the temperature's not going to die. If you don't put the liquid in at the right temperature, you're going to be boiling it. That's not what you're looking to do. You're trying to stir and tease out the gluten that's in this rice. It's now frying quite vigorously, so I'm going to add the liquid now, and it's going to be white wine. Now white wine goes in, and wait for this, it's going to be really dramatic. I'm going to add my new potatoes now, drop them in. Again, I gave the wine a chance to warm up before I put the cold potatoes in. Now, at this stage, I'm going to add some of this oyster sauce. I'm going to go add with about 3 tablespoons, and this is the first time I've taken the colour away from white. Now, this, you know, the way to stop all that stuff, you know, the vegetable stuff going in to your risotto is by cutting it out all together with the colander. Now, I'll lift that out, straight across, in. Now, I don't want to add too much liquid at once. This is a process of evaporation. Early stages, we're evaporating the water out of the vegetables to get that condensed flavour. We're evaporating the wine out of the pan, and now we're going to be evaporating the stock. A bit more. This is about a ladle and a half at a time. Stir it. See the bubbles come back immediately. Inside there, you're left with a thicker and thicker and thicker, to the point where you can hardly stir it because it's starting to stick to the bottom. Kept the heat up, I've kept adding my stock, and now I'm about 4 or 5 minutes away. I'm going to get in these prawns and the squid. The prawns I've just peeled and chopped into 4 or 5 pieces each. The squid too, straight in. And that's going to cool this risotto down, so I want to keep the heat high. So all of a sudden, you've got these big chunks of juicy loveliness, fish, potato, prawn, and with the oyster sauce that's gone in there early, I've already seasoned it. It's salty enough as it is, and it's got this sort of almost seaside flavour from the oyster sauce. What I need to do now is test the rice. What we're looking for is for the middle to still be slightly cooked. That's still what they call al dente. That's what you leave there. Al dente means to the bite or to the tooth. Last bit of stock. 1, 2. Turn off the heat now. Let's give it about a minute to slow down. In goes the parsley. Without any cheese and without any cream, you're looking for these silky notes to come out of this. And so what that oyster sauce does is actually adds just that extra dimension of silkiness. The final piece there, a little bit of chopped parsley and some olive oil. And that is just how they'd serve it in Venice.